Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Richardson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and 7. From the gun, Richardson. He'll let one go down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That is going to be called in. He's got it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Set, go.
They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Miami.
First down at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Quiddy Pay bursting through to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Quick throw here is complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive will start on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
29-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their 1st read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Richardson operating from the pistol. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So, a little extra time to think about what to do on 4th down as we are through quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Richardson. That's taken in. And he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Go! Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Right back to him on first down. Hook him up on a second down and 8. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Second down and 8.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Rig alert. Rig alert.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it. I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Dolphins first down. Now a give on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. His throw left side is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 32 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 19, right here. 69.
Throwing, Richardson. He'll try and get, and he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will take a 21-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 Lions.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he...
Oh, a bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60, trap 60.
Richardson. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Here we go, set.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Now Richardson. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now Gay for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2.
Now a handoff running right. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. No problem there on the extra point. And the Dolphins are able to edge a bit closer. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Oh, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. On first and 10. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
On the ready. 72. Cowboy.
On first down, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
14.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Matt Jay to kick off for the Colts.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The third quarter begins with a run. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Back to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They'll go again here with Taylor. Past midfield to the 45. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
He's to the 15, and he will score. Alec Pierce, touchdown, Indy. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
He is good. Makes the score Colts 35, Dolphins 14. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going up top. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They go right back to Taylor. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Hawk 7, on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. Hey, Smash. Check go.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
That's going to be caught, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll motion over Pierce. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. That one incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Richardson operating from the pistol. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 39 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. A second down throw for Richardson. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Going to try to pull his way in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Colts. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Gay to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Find some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go now.
Handoff here up the middle, and he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Hey, check that. Check. Go.
They'll stick with him again. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield. Stopped in his tracks. And it sets up fourth down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
19 tight.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Dolphins touchdown. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game.
Here we go, set. Go.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
He's going to try it here again. And the Dolphins are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Riggs! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
Lets it go downfield for Ferguson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
Come 19! Come 19! Trap 60! Trap 60! Hunt.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Ready! Set go!
On play action, Richardson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.